You may.
Good afternoon. My name is Lee Bowles. I am Premier Casino's gaming director. I've been in that position since about 2019. Well, I had to work my way up the ranks. I started off by getting a business degree from Virginia Tech, and then over 32 years, I finally made my way up to where I am. I started off as a poker dealer, then I became a room manager, eventually I became the host, and now here I am as the gaming director. Well, among other things, you need to attend a training seminar. It's a 2-day long intensive training that teaches you how to catch any kind of cheating or impropriety in the games. I have caught 14 people trying to cheat. I mean, I oversee, most of the games, but my biggest one is definitely hosting the belt tournament. It's Premier Casino's annual tournament of the top 10 best poker players in the world.
And did you conduct an investigation on belt that took place on April 19th, 2024?
Yes, I did.
And what did you review?
I reviewed the exhibits that are marked 1 through 10. I also did an investigation of 9 out of the 10 players, or sorry, an investigation, an interview of 9 out of the 10 players.
On the day.
Yes, I have.
And apply reliable principles or methods to come to that.
Yes, I did.
Now, Mr. Bowles, what is
I believe that AJ Bolito worked in tandem with Robert Little to defraud the casino on April 19th, 2024. Well, they really did it through two main things. Number one was they exerted control over the setup of the game. And number two is what they were doing during the game, specifically how AJ was playing. It was consistent with AJ cheating during the game.
did you get the defendant to play at belt?
Well, AJ Bolito was the #1 poker player at the time, so it wasn't going to be necessarily easy. My goal really was to try to get them to come and play in the game, so I shot them an email and started communicating through that.
Okay.
Exhibit 1.
Okay.
I'm approaching with what is remarks.
Thank you.
Mr. Bowles, what have I just handed you?
This is a copy of the email exchange between myself and AJ Bolito about how I could get AJ to come and participate in the belt in 2024.
In February 2024?
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, at this time, plaintiff's counsel moves to enter exhibit 1, evidence.
Okay. So admitted.
Let the record reflect that publishing to the jury. Now, let's break your determination down a little bit. First, let's just discuss what you learned about the defendant's conduct during the trial. What does exhibit 1?
Well, it tells us the terms that AJ Bolito was going to play in the Belton. If I hadn't met these demands of his, I wouldn't have gotten him to participate in the game. I mean, most notably, it was Robert Little being the dealer, as well as Robert Little providing his own setup.
And now, following the development about the setup that Robert Little provided.
Yes, that setup had marked cards in it.
Can you explain a little bit of what marked cards are?
Sure. So typically, the only way that you know what value and suit the card has is by actually flipping the card over and seeing that it's a 4 of spades and ace of diamonds. But when you're using a marked card, there's something on the back of it that will give away what the value and suit of the card is.
And what?
Yeah, so it was right in the bottom corner of it. You could see the numerical value of what the card was, and then you could see the suit of the card as well.
Defendant's conduct that was consistent with the defendant knowing of those,
Yes.
and what of defendant's conduct led you to believe that?
Well, while this deck was in use, it appeared that AJ Bolito was only playing against players immediately to his right and to his left.
View of
Well, it's all about the proximity of where those players are in relation to him. You know, they were within 3 to 4 feet, which is roughly the amount of space that you need in order to be able to see the markings on those cards.
now, your attention a little bit to the second point. The defendant and Robert Little were working together to fraud. What happened after the defendant won?
Immediately, he had given Robert Little a $50,000 tip.
Mark as exhibit.
Okay.
I am approaching what is in pre-mark.
Thank you.
Now, Mr. Bowles, what am I just handed you?
This is a copy of AJ Bolito's bank statement for the month of April of 2024.
Wire transfer took place.
Yes.
Your Honor, I move to enter exhibit 7 in evidence.
All right, so admitted.
Now, is there anything unusual about the amount that the defendant tipped Robert Little following?
Yes, there is. This is $750,000, which if you add that to the $50,000 that was already tipped, that is well above 1% of the winnings, which is the usual amount that you would see in a high stakes game.
How much of the defendant's winnings did he tip Robert Little?
Let's see, it was 15 million and there's about 800,000 in it. So that's going to be right around 6 to 7%.
Now, how would the tip be indicative that Robert Little and the defendant were working together?
Well, I mean, you know, Robert Little essentially did the job for AJ Bolito. They got what they wanted. AJ Bolito got what he wanted, and Robert Little in exchange got the $750,000.
Yeah. What is it about?
It was on April 19th, 2024.
You may.
The service for Robert Little's cell phone number, 615-336-1426, was canceled at 7 a.m. on April 20th, 2024. Mr. Bowles, when did the defendant wire transfer money to Robert Little?
That was on April 21st of 2024.
Okay.
In February 2025, parties hired private investigators to locate Robert Little. Despite their best efforts, Robert Little has not been located. Now, Mr. Bowles, using your training, knowledge, and expertise, were you able to make a determination of whether or not the defendant had defrauded the casino?
Yes, I was.
And what was your
That AJ Bolito did, in fact, defraud Premier Casino on April 19th, 2024 by cheating in the belt tournament.
Okay. All right. So you want